Hi guys, it's another Friday, and today we are back with another video from DAX Week. It's been a while that I haven't posted any video as such. I was busy and I was working on some projects, so couldn't get enough time to post a video for you. But then I've come up with a very interesting and different kind of a video wherein can you see this line chart? What I'm doing here is I have a period selection here, and I also have this as well. The button is here. So now if we select the last 3 months, we'll only see the data for the last 3 months. If we select last six, we'll see for 6 months. If we select last year, we'll see for last year. And if we select custom and we click on this button, we can actually drill down ourselves and check the dates, that how each day is performing. And once we are done with all of that, we can actually go back to this main slicer, right? And it also shows you that what you have filtered in the current context. So for the custom, you have filtered for 26 March till 19th April. Now if we go back and select this, uh, basically just 1 second. Just open it again and just send it back. So it's a cool trick to implement in your projects, so that you have custom dates here, that you can just select the time period whatever you want. And then actually you would see that whatever you select on the slicer, it gets filtered on the below visual. So what I want for this kind of a slicer is another date table, a custom date table. So what I'm doing here is I am actually creating four variables, where I am actually just selecting the last from the last date, as in dates in period is a table function. So I'm just adding a column that give me the dates, the last 3 months date. So from the maximum date, just subtract 3 months. From the maximum date, subtract 6 months. From the maximum date, subtract 9 months. And for the year, from the maximum date, subtract 12 months. So basically this acts like this particular filter, this particular date table, which we will use as a filter to connect this table to our original date table. So we have four variables here, and I'm just I'm just passing a union function which unions all of these. So for example, if I select the first 3 months, the last 3 months, it is only going to show me from the maximum date, uh, minus 90 days, minus 3 months in the dates in period function, which make sure that you pick up whatever the variable you define here. So I want 3 months here, 6 months here, 9 months here, and 12 months here. And for the custom, I'm just picking everything, minimum of that and maximum of date. So I'm picking all of these dates when I'm selecting the custom period. And I also have a sort order to actually sort this particular period by this sort order. So I hope every one of you is clear on this part. Plus what I'm doing for this particular button is I have actually written a DAX function, wherein whenever I'm selecting anything from this slicer, it just bringing me it just I'm just concatenating the last date and minus 90, as in the 3 months, and the last date. So you get this sort of a button for all of the selections in your slicer. So for example, for last 9 months, you have the last date plus the last date minus 27 my last date minus 270, as in the days and the last date. So, and in fact, for the custom, I've just used this emoticon, so that it gives a UI experience to the user when they're selecting the custom field, the custom function. They can actually go in and select this particular button and do all the drill throughs in between. I mean, as in they can select their own thing and just generate the data, and then you can just pass it back so that it comes to normal, and you have this in front of you. Now for this, first requisite is to actually create on your backend. So let me show it by this. This is my additional table, the date table, which I've created for this particular for this particular subject. That my this date should filter this date, right? And basically this date is actually filtering my main fact table. So then what happens is, when I select last 3 months, when I s- when I select the last 3 months, the last 3 months dates are being selected in the slicer, and this table filters my original table, my calendar table, and that calendar table is actually filtering my sales table. So that is a trick you can implement in your reports and dashboards to make it very very dynamic. uh, for the for the date table, I can just show you it again. So you just create 5 variables, wherein in all the variables you just plug in the dates in period function, which picks up the dates of the variable you define. So 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months, and then custom, which picks all the dates, minimum of date to maximum of date. And then possibly just create this kind of a button which picks up and use a switch and selected value function, which actually picks up the last date, and last date minus whatever 270, 180, depending upon the months and the last date, and plus emoticon, just creating a bookmark as well with that. So then once you select this custom, you just have this icon as well, so that it feels that you can click on it and do something with it. So that was all about my this video. Please post your comment, just question me on whatever you have understood or not, and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you so much. Happy Friday.